really hard and have some terrifying edge guards with good ways to exploit each other's recovery. Right? Ellie has a much better recovery than Etalus, but Etalus probably just has easier and simpler to execute on edge guarding compared to Elliana, so it really does get dangerous on both sides here.
Oh, okay.
The real name of the game, though, is, you know, Ellie kind of dominating the air, having a handful of ways to kind of stuff out Etalus, but Etalus being such a grounded character is able to, you know, when need be, kind of stop and crouch cancel those missiles, which is one of the most important elements of Ellie counterplay.
Yeah.
I will also add for Vale, something very interesting is that a few months ago she came down to Arizona and did win an AZ local, I believe double eliminating Chompers. So last time they played, it was all Vale, and that first stock was all Vale in a lot of ways.
I love how you were mentioning that she won an AZ local, beating Chompers twice while she was beating Chompers in that stock.
You can exactly just see what I mean. She is so eager. Here, I mean, she was coming into this like telling me like, Violet, I don't think I'm gonna make top 8. Like, why am I seated so high?
She said
like, she's good.
She said that a combo breaker, and then she won.
Yeah.
You know. All right. Oh, and here's my question to you: why the hell were we not on Emergent Port for Game 1? This is Arizona.
I think Vale just knows. And not for nothing. I mean. Actually, Jules Vale's really good for both these characters, so that also just makes sense. Like, they just both like having a lot of open airspace to control. I think the air characters in general are really good in Jules Vale, and Etalus wants that space to Dacus and get his ice down.
And with Ellie on this stage, I mean, Vale likes to control a lot of the airspace, so you'll see her doing a lot of, like, fade back missile. Yeah. Just to like lock Chompers in place. Yeah. Oh! That was a good alignment right there. That was super good how she timed that.
Yeah, a beautiful loop coming out there, killing Chompers. Very mystical off the top. You don't see it very often, but you do see it. And here we go. Another one of these vertical combos.
Going on? That's crazy.
The question is, again, crazy matchup. Big ol' fair, gonna even the stocks. And that 60% deficit can genuinely be made up in a single Etalus neutral win. So it's hard to say this game is really in Vale's favor, but technically it is.
Oh, and ice is on the ground too. That might help Chompers in a little bit for getting ground speed. Yeah.
Ooh,
oh, great tech! Making a really good conversion here.
This is where it's dangerous. You get Elliana off.
Able to get the armor. Forward air off stage since the icicle's not hitting Vale. She's still surviving. Forward air not yet.
Surviving, but holding on by a thread, taking all this damage. She has 4% deficit now. And
Nair off the top, not killing. Forward air not killing. Great DI from Vale. But that's gonna do it! Forward air in Arizona is going crazy right now in the crowd.
The room is full of people popping off for Chompers, and he's just sitting there like, yeah.
I mean, he's used to this. He's very used to this. And this is the thing, too. When you're in Arizona against an Arizona player, it's going to get loud at the venue.
The crowd's going to not quite be on your side, unfortunately.
No, I mean, I've had the experience last year. You know, against Farbanti, so.
But for the time being, here we go. Merchant Port this time for sure.
So,
I don't really have too much to say about stage pick, honestly. It's just good for both characters. I believe that Vale has told me that she thinks this is like arguably Ellie's best stage. I might be wrong about that.
She does do a lot of trap down missile nair like off the side a lot on this stage, and it kills a little bit faster.
Yeah, like this. Here we go. Okay. Good old Upstrong.
You see, I can do this crap too. Okay. Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh my god. Back airs. People kind of, I feel like people sleep in Ellie back air. It is genuinely just a backwards crag fair with a sweet spot.
Oh my god.
Upstrong. 2 stocks, 40 seconds, guys. Do you see what I mean? This matchup is not real. It's not real. It cannot, but it can hurt you. It actually can hurt you. And right now, Chompers is getting very hurt. 42% on his last stock, while Vale still sitting pretty with 3. Okay. That was a beautiful recovery.
That was great. I forwarded her off stage. I will say I like how Chompers is using his icicles off stage.
Yeah.
It's been because it's caught Vale's double jump a couple of times. So that's kind of why you see Chompers getting like the higher punishes. But I kind of want to see him start something off on the ground first.
That's fair. Oh, and there we go. Hovering up and in that Upstrong. You know, Chompers made a damning comeback in that game number 1. But when Vale gets the Jets going, you have a 1-30-second game right there.
Yeah. that was a speedrun game.
That was was a bit of a speed run. That's it. Chompers to take a stock and is going to be going to Tower of Heaven. An interesting choice here. Again, this stage can be a little cramped for Ellie's zoning at times, but it is going to exemplify her punish game. Same can be said for Etalus in a lot of ways.
And about with the ice on the tripod, does that have any advantage for Etalus and in this particular
Not specific to this matchup, really. I mean, in general, you have ice on those small plats. You might not be able to use it for dash attack stuff, but you are going to have extra space where you can kind of force them to land and then freeze them with so you have stuff like that that can still make ice on plats really scary when used properly.
Oh, with like the down B?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, gotcha.
And just more places to go and, like, you know, get the hammer off for armor. Either way, pretty even percent right now. Big whiff from Chompers, and Vale's gonna be able to respond with an F-Strong of her own.
I do respect Chompers going through that, though.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, like, this is first stock. There's definitely, you know, a lot of ways you can get this, oh boy.
Oh my god. That was juicy.
Yeah, a lot of ways you can try to get this lead, and a lot of ways you can fail to get the lead and lose your first stock, just like that dash attack. I do think it's a good option for Ellie in this matchup. It does actually tend to outrange Etalus dash attack in certain situations, but it's very finicky and very consistent, so you have to be willing to make a bet on it.
Oh my god!
And punish was insane! You don't have to make any bets on some of these Etalus combos right now.
What the hell was that?
This Chompers going absolutely crazy, showing you the full power of this bear. Again, both these characters have ridiculous punishes, and we're kind of seeing the exact inverse of game number 2 right now, where Vale gets that first stock finally, but she's sitting on her last stock in a very dangerous, uncomfortable situation against the bear that is out for blood.
Yeah, and the worst, I think I wanted to mention too, that Vale was struggling with is, like, after she lost her stock, Chompers got armor immediately and then got another combo. It's really hard to get that armor off of Etalus unless you force Etalus to recover. Then he loses his armor already.
Yep.
Oh my god, that was a sneaky way to recover back from Chompers.
It was, yeah.
Still lived.
It looked like another up air was coming, but Chompers is able to get high enough to avoid it, and this is looking kind of dicey for Vale.
Did he double down here in the air to get another bounce? Like up there.
I don't know actually. There it is. Oh, the icicles. The ice is coming out from the top right. That it makes these high recoveries really difficult for Elliana because that high airspace. Like, Etalus is one of the few characters that can actually cover it properly.
Oh. Forward air is going to do off the top. Chompers going up 2-1 in the set.
And that puts Vale on bracket life right now. The winner of this set moving on to the Morrow.
Yeah.
Aether is going to be knocked out. No more rivals of Aether for you.
Yeah, and can AZ secure a top 8 spot, or will Vale climb back and push this to a game 5? We are on Spirit Tree on this game 4.
I might be wrong, but I believe Chompers is the last hope of AZ right now. I don't know how Dinos was doing.
I mean, I think you can hear it too by the AZ crowd. Also, yeah, you might be right. I think Chompers is the only AZ one left.
Yeah, again, Chompers last hope of AZ, but on the flip side, Vale's going to be the last hope of the Midwest in a lot of ways, coming from Wisconsin all the way up north. And that big ol' up strong, putting her whole heart into it.
That timing was nutty from Vale.
Yeah.
I respect that so much.
It's a huge risk, but it is one of the strongest up strongs in the game, so it's worth going for in those situations where it can kill.
It also forces your opponent to kind of like really be careful where they're coming in.
Okay,
from.
and
oh my god!
Elliana combo right there had enough heat there for after the up tilt. Making it happen.
Where was this on game 4? We did not see this on game 4. It was all
This is game 4, actually.
I'm sorry, on game 3.
That's the thing, right? These are both super duper momentum heavy characters. If you lose that momentum, it's so hard to scrape it back. And if you gain it, you are absolutely sitting pretty, just like this Vale finding her opener and getting the missile upper off the top, just like that. We're at game number 5.
Holy crap. Our first game 5
and
in
be honest,
this spot.
This feels like it's been like ridiculously fast. Like, it feels like we're on game 3 timing right now. But we're on game 5. That's just the nature of the beast with this matchup. When you get going, and you do not stop.
Yeah, game 5 here. Our bans I saw were Blazing Hideout, Abyss.
And
I saw Frozen Fortress
No,
there
it's
too.
Frozen, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Where would Chompers go?
banning some of these kind of bigger and more platform-heavy stage, I think that makes a lot of sense for Elliana. Those platforms can be difficult to maneuver around for such a slow character. Forest floor is a very, very interesting pick. The open air space is great for Elliana, but on the same note, that open air space and it being the widest starter stage in the game, one of the widest stages in the game, means that Etalus has a lot of room to dash attack around and kind of control space.
Oh my gosh.
It's also one of the lowest top blastings in the game, so we've mostly been seeing kills. Well, we've seen some like fair kills off the top from Chompers.
Yeah, and we might be seeing more.
We could definitely see more. A lot of the kind of incidental top. And then the Dacus. We haven't really seen Dacus outside. We've barely been talking about it, but every once in a while, it's going to be a phenomenally terrifying finisher for Etalus.
Yeah, absolutely. But Chompers in a really offstage bad position here.
You say
and
that.
Vale's going to take the stock.
You say that, and you are indeed correct. Basically, an even game right now.
This is what you want to see in a game 5.
This is what you want to see. Oh, the up tilts, those are terrifying. You have extra hits on that move, so it's really hard to DI out of it.
The parries on the Steam, Chompers getting so much mileage off of that. And another parry.
Oh boy. Oh, the F tilt topping the missile. Gotta remember, projectiles are very easy to break in this game for the most part.
Oh no, offstage again, out of jumps, out of resources. Wait, huh?
Yeah, you can armor through that.
Oh, I did not know that.
Just ever, you can armor through that. It's quite obnoxious to deal with.
Okay, missile nair.
Missile nair, good old classic. Vale, oh no.
Wait.
She died out. She died out. She's alive.
How did that not hit, like, fully?
Etalus is a broken character. He does not function sometimes. And Chompers.
Oh, went for the Dacus there. Got caught by the up tilt. Chompers last hope here.
They are finding the nair.
That's
going out for the F strong, the pop off.
Fail,
big ol' hug.
8. Oh my god.
There we go. And let me actually check bracket to confirm.